Here one for you guys. This is my personal vehicle. 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm going to change the water pump because of that noise. This is the water pump here. I suspect the bearing inside is no good. I had a disc direct from a Mopa online. Came with the gasket. Their customer service said that it don't, but it did come with the gasket. I ordered a gasket too, but I don't need enough. There's a 10mm, a little clip, and I believe you gotta remove that. That's 13mm. So we're gonna remove the airbox also. It's a 8mm. 8mm. You pull this clip back. You unplug that, and if you just pull this back, I think you just lift it out. Yep, it's out here. So we end up taking off both the metal and the plastic pan. That's a 13 and a 10mm. Here's the drain plug for the radiator. When that is draining, you crack open the overflow cap. So to remove these clamps, I use a slip joint pliers. You squeeze and you pull it back. I already did both of them. You get if you have a chain lock, use the chain lock and just twist the hose back and forth until it gets loose on both hoses. Okay, so to remove the belt, you use a 3/8 ratchet. Don't forget the orientation of the belt. Take a picture if you need to. You pull it up. If there's any in there. Okay, so that is dry. These bolts are 10mm, 13mm, and 16mm for one of them. So I made a little diagram here. I'm going to stick the bolts in there as I take them out so they go back where they're supposed to. You have to remove this pulley also. The last bolt is a 16mm. Every fight with this, I think you should remove this also. This is really in the way. So I'm gonna move that. Okay. If you have a hammer, you can probably tap it. Oh, you don't need to. Came right off. So I was trying to figure out why this is making a noise only when it's around 205 to 215 degrees. I don't know if this expands. No. It's not leaking, it looks fine to me. So it's a mystery. Anyway, we're gonna put in a new one and see if it improves. So clean up this area where the gasket is gonna sit. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back with just these 4 bolts. There's a grommet in here, a rubber bushing that holds it in place. This one is held in place by the rubber piece, the seal. And I put them around so you can see where they go back. Once I catch these, I'll put in the others. Just be careful not to lose any of them. A little bit.
Holy.
All the bolts are 8 foot-pound except for the idle pulley, which is 18 foot-pound. This is 18 foot-pound. That's it. So you put everything back together the way they were. Okay, so we already top up back. We close off back the radiator drain plug and we top up the fluid. I had very little spillage, so this is where I have to go back in. I don't think I lost an ounce of coolant. I was very careful taking it out. So what you gotta do is start the engine, put your heater all the way to high, get the engine warm, and you try to squeeze whatever left back. You can massage the hoses, try to get whatever is there down. That helps a little bit, take the air out of the system. This engine or this thermostat don't have a bleeder screw, so I see a lot of people had problems after. Also make sure if you have a pressure tester, you can pressure test the system. It's 21 psi. Make sure the pump is not leaking, the hoses, there's no leak on the hose. It should be good to go. Put on back your belt. So we're gonna start it. Okay, so we took it on a test drive, got it nice and warm. Drove for probably 30 to 40 minutes. 213 degrees. And there's no more noise. I hope this helped.